Welcome back, YouTubers, to another WWE vlog with Mr. Parkin and NJ. What's up? And we're going to do a Smackdown review. So make sure you subscribe up above, like our video, and comment your comments down below. And make sure to contact us in the links in the description box below. Okay, I'm going to wake up Daniel so we get going. Daniel, we've got a Smackdown review to do. Haha.
Oh, ow. Oh.
There we go.
Oh, Smackdown review.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man. You could have woke me up before we did the damn video. Why do you have to always do these introductions when I'm asleep, for God's sake?
Come on now.
Oh, I hate when people
Smackdown wasn't that good, no.
I hate it when people, know that I talk in my sleep and snore, man. God damn.
Oh, dear.
Right, okay, so we opened up with Christian, of course, because we all know last week he did this huge heel turn. What some people didn't think was a complete heel turn, but we feel was a complete heel turn because we kind of knew. Basically, he says he is through with all his peeps. Him, and you. He's through with all the peeps.
And he tried to show that he could still be a face. He said some things that kind of saved him, but then he just said what he said, I'm through with you all, so we knew that was coming.
He got kind of like a face reaction, but after he said that, he got the heel reaction, which is, I think, what WWE were wanting.
Aiming to, yeah.
And then he gets the ultimate heel reaction when he invites none other than Mr. Michael Cole into the ring. And
he just, most of the whole talk is Christian talking to Cole. Cole's just kind of going, yeah, hurry up, yeah. And then Cole, he tells Cole to ask the audience if he deserves another rematch for the title. And he gets a loud boo from the crowd. So I don't think they really want him as the champ.
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't mind him as the champion, just so Randy Orton isn't the friggin' champ. But the opening segment, as an opening segment, this is kind of what we needed. Christian explaining his actions from last week. You know, he's saying that the people have no right to control the matches. They're clueless. They don't know what to do.
Well, to be honest, I don't like how Deal Along made it up to the crowd. That was stupid. It should be up to the general manager because he's the one who's in charge. Yeah. He had the final say.
Yeah.
So Christian does have a point with what he said.
Basically, he asked the people if he should be World Heavyweight Champion, and they kind of don't know, and he's like, "Oh, that's what I thought. They're clueless." That was funny. But as an opening segment, I think it did what it was supposed to do, as establish Christian as a heel character, even if it did it not as well as we thought he probably could do it. What are your overall thoughts on the opening segment?
It was an obvious opening because we all knew that Christian was most likely going to be the one to come out.
Yep.
He said what he needed to say, and he's proven to be a heel. So yeah, it did its job.
So it looks like we're going to get a match with them to a capital punishment at some point. Yeah, I personally will be a decent match, but there we go. The next, we had a 6-person tag team match between Ezekiel Jackson and... Can I pull you over a minute? Am I reading that right? The Usos? Am I reading the notes right?
Zeke and the Usos.
The Usos?
All the people they had the Usos who have been jobbing about, doing absolutely nothing.
We'll go with this then. Versus the Core, Wade Barrett, Heath Slater, and Justin Gabriel, of course. We see that there's an announcement for Wade versus Zeke for the Intercontinental Championship Capital Punishment. Way, another match announced for the pay-per-view. That's now free.
But if I would have done it differently, I would maybe had because what happened in this match is Wade walks out again. What I would have had is Zeke to quickly finish the match, grab the mic, and say, "Wade, I challenge you again at Capital Punishment." Instead of having announced, I would have had Zeke call for the match. That's it. But sadly, it got done in the background.
Yeah.
Something that we didn't even see. So,
do you know what happened during this match? We had a Sheamus video package for some strange damn reason during the fucking match, and then we come back to the match. We see Barrett walking out. And then that leaves Zeke in the ring to get the win over Justin Gabriel with that torture act that he does.
And backstage, no one's happy with Wade. They're thinking, you think you're superior. You walked out on us.
He is.
So what? So we're through. We're done with you.
Yeah.
No Core at Capital Punishment.
So the Core has now finally broken up, which is good now because now Barrett can finally go off on his fucking own and he can probably be a main eventer.
Which we've been waiting for since he came onto Smackdown before he joined the Core.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad the Core's finished now, just because it was really going nowhere. They should really have been in the main event. But that's it. We also got Teddy Long's segment, didn't we? Where he was, hold on a minute, player. got my wife on the phone. Hold on a sec, player. What's that? Oh yeah, I'm the general manager of Smackdown, player. Oh, what's that? I can't come home. I'm doing my job at the moment. I'm doing my job. Yeah.
And that's how he spoke on his phone. Then Sheamus, of course, came and he went straight into demanding a match against Christian.
What you on about, player? I didn't make no match.
And sadly, as you just heard, he did not make the match, but he gave Sheamus a no disqualification against Orton.
Yeah, which was our main event for the evening. Now, this is a good match. You know, a no disqualification match between Sheamus and Randy Orton. Screw the lag. We'll keep going. Yeah, so we have that as our main event for the evening. Backstage segment. Fucking hell, this lag is getting annoying.
Yeah. Oh, it's gone. Okay, we had a bit of technical difficulty there.
Oh, right, yeah, well, at least it happened during the show and not at the beginning of the show, unlike Raw a couple of weeks ago.
And it didn't ruin anything for us because obviously this part of the SmackDown weren't the best, but it gave us what we needed for the main event.
Yeah, and after that we pretty much get 2 matches which really we hope we didn't really see because first of all we had Jinder Mahal versus Trent Beretta. Now this is just filler, really, isn't it? We had basically Jinder Mahal squashing Trent Beretta in a match. That was it.
Well, we had Cody doing destruction,
yeah.
So it shows that he's obviously gonna be involved in much of Jinder's matches. So there's gonna be some help for Jinder to grow in SmackDown. And then he just, as you said, squashed.
See, I really want them to go into a tag team because I think they could have them as a tag team in the tag team division. I think it could really do well for the tag team. Just add a tag team in there, just so people can start tag team championships could maybe have some credibility. But I don't know if they want to go Jinder Mahal on their own. I'm not too bothered.
Well, it's clear. I don't think it's going to end with Jinder Mahal being on his own. I think this is just to give Jinder Mahal a name, WWE, show how he's like, and once he's got someone in SmackDown, a tag can be formed.
Did you notice how tonight pretty much everyone was blaming what's his name? Teddy Long. We had Christian blaming Teddy Long. We had Sheamus giving his little bit. I think we had Orton blaming Teddy Long as well. It's just really funny how everyone seems to be blaming Teddy Long. He's like the fall guy.
Well, it should be up to Teddy Long.
Yeah.
So I blame Teddy Long too.
I've got a really good idea for a TV program. It's called Everybody Hates Teddy Long.
Hates. Yeah, that would be a good show because not many people like his choice of decisions at the minute.
Yeah, all right then. Well, Carly basically attacks Beretta post-match, and that's really it. Then we get to a Divas match. We get AJ, who came out with Natalya versus Tamina. It's good to see Tamina in a singles match to me, and I kind of like the way they've done like this new match. I'd rather see someone like Natalya versus Beth Phoenix or something like that, but this is not bad considering it's a new style, it's a new match with new people that we're going to see. So I'm glad with that.
And we had Tamina dominate throughout the match, which was good because she has not had as much matches as the other divas have, so it's good to see her continuing looking dominant.
Yep.
It's a shame that the win again for a divas match. It's understandable. It was a stupid ending.
Roll up.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had AJ sort of doing the comeback queen thing at the end. She gets the win. She celebrates with Natalya. I mean, it's good that they finally made this Divas match because the last 2 weeks the Divas match hasn't really done anything for any of the Divas. But this week, at least the match has done something for AJ, a new upcoming Diva that we might see. And it also did something for Tamina because we saw she looked dominant, and so I think this match was pretty well booked. Although it wasn't very long,
no,
it still did a job, I guess.
It did it good for both Tamina and AJ.
Yep. And after that, we have a Randy Orton promo. Oh God,
that's gonna be great.
Can I get my duvet out again?
And then I'll go on for a little bit.
God, why do they give Orton mic time?
Okay, basically, as soon as he comes to the ring, he basically just goes straight into the thing and calls out Christian. Yeah, like he's going to get in a fight with Christian in the ring, but that won't going to happen. And Christian cleverly appears on a Titantron because he's keeping himself safe for another time. And then he starts saying that he knows he can beat Orton in one more match.
I heard the word Christian, so I thought I'd wake up.
One more match.
Yeah. So basically, this is leading to a match at Capital Punishment or some. I'm guessing.
Well, it did lead to that because Orton said yes. I eventually said yes. I'll give you your one more match.
Yep. And then Christian went off in his car, which which was to show us that he won't be there for the rest of the night. But we'll get onto that later, I suppose. But in terms of a segment, at least they've made a match. This is the 4th match now they've made on the card. At least this made the match, although it wasn't the best segment. Orton had very little mic time. Christian had most of the sort of mic time, and it was very cleverly done.
The thing is, I kind of agree with Orton. He's beat Christian twice. He does not need to do it again.
Something new.
Someone new to be in the picture, not Christian again, because he won the title, lost it, and Orton's beat him. End of. But he's getting his wish. He's getting one more match.
But once again, we see the problem with SmackDown at the moment, with the main event being very thin. So they're having to do this match, and they've had to turn Christian heel, which probably wasn't the best thing to do considering the long term of SmackDown. One thing I do want to bring up here: we had another from the Vault match, John Morrison versus Edge. Why do we need it? Why do we bother?
Retired,
Raw
and injured.
Not needed. Spend more time on promoting the pay-per-view or promoting matches or feuds on your show. Please, WWE, just do this.
Instead of doing it in the Vault, you could have made matches a little bit longer.
Yeah, because a lot of the matches tonight didn't go that long.
No, especially this one.
Yeah. We then had a tag team match. No, we had a singles match first because we had 2 matches in fucking one. We had Ted DiBiase versus Sin Cara. This was like a sort of 3-4 minute match. We saw Sin Cara do a lot of moves. Ted DiBiase kind of getting the upper hand. Then we have Rhodes giving him the business in the ring, interfering. It was a short match. Ended in a DQ. Probably the right thing to do.
Again, what I'm going to say before, week after week, we see Ted, should I say, getting flipping beaten down by his opponents, and I'm thinking, poor Ted.
Yep. So Rhodes, basically what happens is Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase attack Sin Cara post-match. Daniel Bryan comes in and makes the save, and who else to enter the frame than Sodoma Mass Militant? Holla, 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 Teddy Long here. Teddy Long making the obvious tag team match of the night, player. It's going to be Ted DiBiase and Cody Rhodes, ex-Legacy members together, holla, versus Daniel Bryan and Sin Cara in a tag team match tonight. Whatever, later, players.
What I'll say is the result from that is quite obvious.
Yeah. Who do you think won?
Cody and Ted dominate, and the winner is Daniel Bryan and Sin Cara.
With a LeBell lock. The face teams always win these matches. I don't even see why they even bother doing these.
They do.
We also saw a Daniel Bryan video package during this match. Why?
Getting him ready for something.
There's so many video packages during this SmackDown. It was just stupid. I think I don't see why they do that. I mean, there's a time and a place. Sometimes it helps them build. Sometimes they're just pointless, and it just fills time.
But what we'll say is that Daniel Bryan should have a match on the pay-per-view if they're having these stupid packages.
Hopefully they will have Daniel Bryan versus Cody Rhodes. I'd like to see that, even though I've already seen the fucking result on the previous SmackDown when they had a clean finished match.
Yeah, but they need more matches, so it could happen.
So I didn't mind the booking there. The booking was fine. Main event time, eh? Orton versus Sheamus. Main event again.
Oh, we all know Orton's going to win.
Oh, yeah. Well, you smart mark there. Mr. Smart Mark knows who's going to win, doesn't he? Well, let's wait till the end of this video before we find out who's going to win, eh? Basically, we had a no DQ match. This match went about 10 minutes, probably a little bit more. We had some kendo stick usage. We had a nice little spot with the steel steps. And then kind of the match was going okay. And then Christian interferes, hits Orton with the title after he did an RKO.
And then my prediction was wrong because Orton does not always win now. Sheamus won.
Yep. It was good to see Sheamus win, even if it was with Christian interfering. One thing I don't buy here is Christian and Sheamus being on the same page just after Christian has turned heel. Do you know what I mean? It kind of doesn't work the week after you've just turned heel, and they've just had a match, and they've just had a kind of rivalry and sort of for the title on.
Christian would have faced Sheamus if he got his wish earlier. But
yeah, but Teddy Long ain't selling for no one, player.
No. So now we have Sheamus win, and I thought that was good because Orton's lost the match.
Well, we got a no DQ match. It was a 10-minute main event. We had Sheamus win. We had Christian interfering, establishing the fact that he's a heel. Well done, I think. The match wasn't the most exciting match, but it was a good end to SmackDown. We see Christian on top going into their match in 2 weeks' time with Randy Orton at the pay-per-view. So I say mission accomplished to that main event, to be honest. NJ, what were your overall thoughts on SmackDown this week? I'm going to make a me yawn now. But seriously, overall thoughts. What did you think?
I should do that again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it weren't the most exciting SmackDowns. I was hoping for something better because it's going to be
second last one.
And it's leading to like it's the SmackDown where you're hoping more matches are being made.
We have 2 made, so.
Well, 2.
Which is the only 2 SmackDown I've actually made yet.
Yeah, so I'll just say it was boring, but there was some parts in it. It's made it with matches, and it's making the pay-per-view, starting to make the pay-per-view have matches.
I will say this: they had 2 matches. They set up 2 matches for the pay-per-view. They're probably gonna have. They're gonna, you know, but the matches themselves, there wasn't enough. And this is where you can see the talent, the lack of the roster on SmackDown. They've had 5 matches, and the only person they didn't use really was Mark Henry. So if this is the best roster and some matches you can put out, you're kind of thinking to yourself, if this week wasn't that exciting, what can they really do next week with the same roster? This is the problem with SmackDown at the moment. They don't really have the best roster after the draft. The draft really fucked them up. Overall, I give SmackDown a C- or even a D, because it was very boring. It was very, I don't know, it just didn't have any edge to it, and the main event was a really good thing of the night. Well, the Divas match.
Just true. I'm going to give it a C-, basically because we're seeing the core actually breaking up now.
Oh, that's a good point. I might actually go up to C now, because we did see the core break up. Hopefully Wade Barrett can now be a damn main eventer.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Because he's still got a finish off with Wade. It all depends. With Zeke, it all depends what happens at Captain Punishment.
Let's just hope Zeke wins. Wade moves into the main event, even though the main event is full of fucking heels at the moment anyway. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's pretty much it from us. NJ, unless you have anything else to say?
Nope, that's it.
All right, that's it. Well then, that's been it from us, the British Fist.
Ka-ching!
Yes, that's where the money's at, isn't it, NJ? That's been it from us. Make sure you put your comments on the show down below, of course. Don't forget, we want to hear from you guys. Video responses too, if you feel the need to. That has been it from us. Thank you very much for watching our video once again, and goodbye.